Hey guys, I hate to start off on a very serious note, but if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, not only will you be enjoying them, but you'll also be spreading the knowledge to those who don't get to see this. So, on a serious note, subscribe to our YouTube channel, spread the love, and enjoy more videos like you've been seeing. Okay. Anywho, today on episode 30, Victory Dance. It's the T-Files, in case you didn't know. T-Files. I'm going to be shedding some light on your first guitar purchase, specifically acoustic, because it can get quite drastic. I mean, say for instance, Paul walks into a music shop, looks around and sees about 60 or 70 guitars. How's he going to know? I mean, come on. You know, you're not just going to go, I'll choose that one. No. So, I'm going to be giving a bit of guidelines and certain aspects that you should not look out for and try not to fall into traps, basically. So as a salesperson myself, this is a trade secret. Okay, so starting out very quickly, I'm going to show you some budget guitars. Now budget meaning affordable, okay? So there's nothing seriously wrong with them or anything like that, it's just that much easier on the wallet. Okay, so this Oki is just a very budget guitar. It goes for like, in South Africa, 1,000 to 1,200 rand, 1,300 rand, that kind of price. So it's not breaking your budget. Like if you look at these ones behind me, they start about 4,000, 5,000, all the way up to 13,000, maybe sometimes even 60,000, depending on which one you're going for. So, bottom line, you don't need to go and rush out and buy the most expensive guitar if you're just going to play like a D chord, a G chord, and an A chord to start with. That's like, I'm going to learn how to play guitar, I'm showing you that. I'm going to learn how to drive, and I'm going to go and buy a Lamborghini, you know, smash it into the wall because I don't know how to drive. You're not going to do that. So specifically in acoustics, you just want to start out, right? So you don't have to break the budget. So that's the first trap a lot of people fall into. They think the more they spend on a guitar, the better they're going to be. Not necessarily the case. So let me just give you an idea of this one. So we'll go... Okay. So that's a couple of chords, so you can hear what it sounds like. Now, when you're looking at all these guitars, there's certain features that make them more expensive. Okay, so looking in the budget range, the wood they use on the guitar, so like the top, that's the top, the back, and the sides, right? That's going to be what they call laminate. Now, laminate is 3 pieces of wood glued in opposite grains, so it's one piece like that, one piece like that, and then another piece on top going like that. That's what they call laminate. So it's not solid wood, and when we talk solid, it's one chunk of wood they've sliced from the tree and put it on the guitar. So that's not going to have that. So all of the budget guitars have the laminate options. So they're not going to get better with age like a solid top would, but I mean, hey, we're talking beginners here. It's not like I'm going to be a beginner for 5 years. No, you're going to progress. So this would be a great start out guitar. It's affordable, it's still good quality, still sounds great. The only difference is they're not using the expensive woods on these oaks. So they still sound like guitars, everything's still where it should be. Right? You don't see anything wrong, right? No. Okay. So, signs to look for on a guitar when you're buying one is not only is it affordable to your budget, because you don't want to go over your budget and then, you know, you don't have grocery money. End of the month, salty cracks, here we come. Not very nice. Okay. So first thing, look for the price. Okay. If the price is how would you say, almost too good to be true, then inspect the guitar a bit further, because unlike some music shops, we don't bring in those irritatingly bad guitars. So even our budget guitars are still good. Okay, so when you're looking for a guitar, because some of you won't be coming to our shop to find them, look for further defects, if you will, in the guitar. So a guitar should look like a guitar, right? So if there's certain things are wrong, like there's parts missing, like if you count strings, there's 6, right? And there's only 5 on the guitar, there's something wrong. If the neck is, how would you say, curved too much. So if I hold the guitar like this, and if I hold it like this, I don't know if you can see that, but basically the neck should be straight-ish. Okay. If it's doing a bow, like you can use a bow and arrow, not good. Okay, that's pretty bad. If it's also separating, so the neck is separating from the body, not good. So yeah, just make sure it's all in one piece and you should be fine. Okay, give it a good old strum. You don't have to be fantastic, just give it a good old strum. See if it's easy to play. If it sounds good to you, great. Some guitars don't sound nicer to some people, so they won't choose that one, they'll choose another one. So yeah, that's basically it. The other thing to look for is body size. I've spoken to you guys about this in the previous episodes, but it is key when choosing a guitar. Say for instance you're a 1.9 meter oak like me, right? Quite tall. I'm not exactly 1.9, but you get the idea. I can play on a body like this, which is called a dreadnought. I can even play on a jumbo, which is a big body, because I'm taller. But say for instance if you're 1.6, 1.5, 1.4 meters, you tend to be shorter than I, therefore you can't get your hands and arms in the right places. So you'd go for a smaller body like this Okie. This is obviously a travel guitar, but just to give you the idea of what is available. This is much easier to play if you are shorter or smaller. So obviously being smaller body you lose a little bit of volume, but that's not a huge train smash if you're a beginner, because the idea is just to play the guitar first, get past that spec. Okay, so okay, so playability, comfortability are pretty key in choosing a guitar. You're not going to buy a guitar that's too big for you. You're also not going to buy a guitar that's too small for you, unless you travel. But that's basically the signs to look for. Option. I always say to anyone who's buying a guitar in my shop is be comfortable with it. If it's not comfortable, put it down, try another one. Because there are a lot of options. So you don't have to worry about this is my only option. No. Okay? That is why we have so many guitars, people. Alright, now the other options are obviously what they look like. A lot of my customers choose a guitar based on what it looks like. It must be so pretty. Like, oh my gosh, it's so sparkly. Don't do that, okay? Yes, it's a good advantage to have if the guitar looks nice, but it's not going to make the guitar sound better or play better, okay? Maybe it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so if you're going to choose a guitar based on what it looks like, well then, so be it. But it's not necessary to do that. Okay, so this particular guitar is a different color. It's because of the woods they use. It's a little bit more expensive. This one's in the 3,000 Rand budget, but still laminated top, back and sides. So no solid tops or anything. The only reason why it's a bit more is because of the brand. Another thing to look for. You don't always have to go for the most expensive brand. Oh, like, oh, I saw this oak player Gibson, or I saw this oak player Martin or a Taylor or anything like that. You don't have to go and rush to your local music shop and spend your entire salary on that guitar just because you want to learn how to play guitar. I mean, hello. No. You can work up to that level, you know, save up. But first, make sure you're going to stick to the guitar. Because a lot of people start with the guitar, they go, that's not my instrument of choice, and they've spent like 16,000 rand on the guitar. Now what? You're going to sell it? You're not going to get the same amount of money back. Oops. Okay, so don't buy brands necessarily. Just go for what looks nice, what sounds nice, what plays nice, and it's in your budget. Okay, so very, very important. Now, I'm showing you this one so you can get an idea. A lot of people have a bit extra to spend on a guitar, and they want to have more options. So the ones I've showed you now are electrified, if you will. So they don't have what they call pickups or preamps. Alright, so this one allows you to plug into an amplifier, and you can have this sound coming through the amp. Okay, so that's the option of amplification. The other cool little feature you'll see here, this little cutout over here. Now, it's not there because they stuffed up making the guitar. No, it's actually there for a purpose. Now, when you become professional, right, and you tend to play further up on the neck. When you're a beginner, you play D's, G's, A's, and all that kind of stuff up the neck, or down the neck, should I say. That way. As you get a bit better, you start moving up the neck, right? So, on a normal guitar without this little cutout, you would have to stretch your fingers, you know, like, and dislocate your arm. Doesn't have to be the case in this particular one, because then you can move your hand further up the neck. So that's what they call a cutaway. So this particular option is just a smaller body, as you can see, as opposed to the first one. So a little bit more comfortable without sacrificing as much volume. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So let's walk through the steps here quickly. If you walk into a music shop and it's just overpowering and you don't know what to do, firstly, have budget in mind. I've got only 500 rand to spend. Well, you're not going to get much. Okay. If you got 1,000 rand, yeah, you can work with that. If you got 3,000 rand, well then good for you. It's slightly better. But don't overspend on your budget. So stick to your budget, number one. Right. Number two, go for comfortable feel. Okay. Don't choose a too big body. Don't choose a too small body. It must suit you. It must feel good in your hands. It must feel good around you. You must feel good around it. Sorry. And number three, it must play nicely. Okay. So if it doesn't feel good on your fingers and you're really struggling, and it doesn't feel like you'd be able to play for longer than 10 minutes, that's a no-go. Okay, so you have to find something that's good for you, because you're the one playing the guitar. Not daddy, not mommy, not best friend Bob. No, you're the one playing it. Okay, so the ideal situation is for you to sit down with the guitar for at least 45 minutes a day and practice for 45 minutes. Don't sit there with a guitar and just go, it looks pretty, and then 50 minutes go by and you haven't played anything. You have to have the ability to play it. Okay, so those are the three signs to look for in a guitar. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to bore you any longer. Thank you for watching episode 30. It has been great privilege showing you these videos for 30 episodes. Actually 31 I think, but we won't go there. Thank you very much for enjoying them, and like I said in the beginning, subscribe. It's a little button click, tick tick, you know, not gonna hurt you, I don't think, unless you have connected electricity to your mouse, but yeah. So click the button, subscribe to us, and look out for more videos like this, and also help people out there to get the knowledge I've just shared. You're welcome. Anyway, from me and the guitars, I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Until then, keep safe.